What is my pre-image? That would be a good place for us to start, right? Where's my pre-image? On the top or on the bottom? On the top. How can I tell this is my pre-image? There's no apostrophes, right? So there's my pre-image, there's my image, right? Let's take a point. Let's do point C, okay? C is at 1, 2. C prime is at -2, -1, right? What does it look like happen to my x and my y coordinate? Alex, what does it look like happen?
Your y and your x is flipped and are negative.
Hold on one second. You said what, Alex? My bad.
The y and x values are flipped and are negative.
So I swapped their places and I made them negative. All right, so if I was going to write a rule for that, what would that rule look like? If I swap the x and the y and I make them both negative, I flip both their signs. Alex, what rule did you write?
Negative y, comma negative x.
Negative y, comma negative x. Give me a thumbs up if that's the rule that you wrote for this. Now, what line of reflection associates or is associated with this rule? Yeah, Ava?
Reflection across y equals negative x.
That's right. Reflection across y equals negative x, which is this line right here. Does that look like my mirror line between my image and my pre-image? Yeah, absolutely. So we know that works out. All right, now number 4, doesn't look like I'm reflected across a diagonal line. It looks like I'm reflected across a vertical line, like that. Where does that vertical line cross the x-axis? 2. So this is a reflection across. What's the equation of that line right there? Yeah, Colby? X equals 2. So if I take point D and D prime, right? D is at 3, -1. D prime is at 1, -1. Right? I know if I'm reflecting across an x equals blank or a y equals blank, my rule is going to be a little bit different, right? If I have a reflection across x equals 2, it's going to be 2a minus x, comma y. What is a equal to here? Yeah, Colby? 2. So I'm going to plug that in. What is 2 times 2? 4. 4 minus x, comma y. Let's check that out. D, my pre-image, had an x coordinate of 3. If I plug 3 in right here, what's 4 minus 3? 4 minus 3? 1. And that is the x coordinate for my image, so I know that that rule works out for that one. All right? I can try that out with all my points, but I don't need to. 1 is enough. Anybody get that for number 4? Yeah? Cool. What was the last one? Number 9. Number 9. I'm going to take P. I'm going to take P prime. P is at 1, -6. P prime is at 1, 1. Now, what's my difference between -6 and 1? Wait, sorry. Did I say -6? I meant -5. How would I get from -5 to 1 on a number line? How many spaces would I go? 6, right? So if I take like the middle of that, 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. Or no. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. So my line of reflection should be right there, right? And there's way easier ways for us to figure out where that is. We could say, oh, Q is 4 points away from Q prime, so I'll go half that many spaces, so I know there's my line of reflection, right? What equation can I write for this line? Where does it cross the y-axis? -2. So my equation is y is equal to what? -2. Now if I wanted to write the rule, again, it's like x, comma 2a minus y. Well, what is a in this case? -2. So my rule is 2 times negative 2 minus y, which is negative 4 minus y. And again, if I take the y coordinate of p, which is negative 5, and I plug it in, what's negative 4 minus negative 5? Well, that's negative 4 plus 5, which is just 1. And that is the y coordinate of my image, so I know that that is correct. All right. How we doing? Good? Yeah. Do you have a question? Yeah.
With the reflection, can we just put y equals -2, or do we have to write reflection?
I'd like you to put reflection across, because we're going into different transformations now. So we're done with reflections for the time being. So I want to make sure we're being specific. Okay? Great question.